Hey everyone, it's Shannon Gregg, and I am here with Business Book Briefs, where I spend the time reading books for you and let you know if they're worth reading or if they're not worth reading and which ones you should be spending your time on. As you know, something that has been published recently is that the one thing that major successful CEOs have in common is that they read an average of one book per week. They continue to dedicate themselves to a lifetime of learning. So while you're out there trying to figure out what book should I read, how can I make sure I'm not wasting my time, I'm going to tell you a few of my favorites. I'll also let you know the ones that I don't like. And so you can sort of curate a list for yourself. I speak mostly on sales productivity, sales management, and executive leadership. So that's who my business briefs are going to be on. So all the books that I read are generally focused on those categories. So today we are going to be reviewing Social Selling Mastery by Jamie Shanks. And social selling is so hot right now. People are talking about it because it is a really great way to continue to build brand awareness, develop relationships, and as we're dealing with a very global world, the people you need to meet aren't always at the networking events that you go to on Wednesday nights. So developing a strong social brand is really important. And Jamie Shanks has written a book that I think is definitely worth your time. Here are my super key takeaways. So the first thing is, inside of this book, Jamie does focus on executive leaders, sales operations, and marketing. And those are sort of the 3 points of the triangle that have to come together so that you can get your social selling really working. And the first point that he makes is engaging your executives and getting that buy-in from the top is the number one thing that's driving social. And I would tell you that's the key to driving any implementation. So if you're trying to get your CRM adopted or you're trying to approach selling in a new method, executive buy-in is the number one way to do that. Lots of stories about Michael Dell being the number one user of Salesforce at Dell Computing, and I would say that goes with any initiative that you're trying to drive with your sales team or any team for that matter. So get those executives in. Jamie gives you some awesome ideas. You'll see in this one, I have really blocked out my favorite pages, and in this one, he tells you exactly how to approach that. So what your hierarchy of needs is, how to get those things working. This is a template for you. So if you're an executive and you want to read this book, you better start there so that you can understand how to get your constituents really bought in. It's going to be super helpful. And then once you get past that, he teaches you how sales operations and marketing can work together to build a lead factory. And if you are in sales and a lead factory does not sound exciting to you, you should not be in sales. We're always looking for more leads. If you ask any salesperson, what's your biggest problem? Generally, they're going to say, not enough leads. I don't have enough leads. And they're looking to marketing or their SDRs to really help them out with that, with prospecting, how to get there. And I say everybody who is involved with customer acquisition definitely has to buy in to social selling. It's 2018. We've absolutely got to get there. So Jamie's got great ideas, not only on how you can get those groups involved, but how you can get them to integrate. That's the tough part. He mentions about how men are from Mars and women are from Venus, and that sort of sales and marketing challenge. We've all experienced it, where marketing is really focused on qualifying leads and sales is really working on closing opportunities. And there is always that friction between those two departments, but there cannot be. There's no room for that in social selling. You have to be marching to the same beat. So Jamie gives you lots of ideas on how to do that. And then the last thing I want to tell you about, because this is a business book brief, so I'm trying to keep it brief, but I do really want you to read this book, is he tells you about theme categories for your content calendar. So he tells you exactly how to align your content with these 4 key themes that I think are critical to any business and making sure that your content calendar really plays into that. So in summation, Social Selling Mastery is an awesome book. Jamie really hopes that you say this is like the MBA of social selling. I don't think you can learn enough about social selling. I think you've got to be focused on it. LinkedIn has an SSI score that tells you where you can get more involved, and you can apply those same concepts to Twitter or Instagram or Pinterest, wherever it is that you are, wherever your constituents are, get out there and focus on making sure that you are a trusted advisor, because that's what sales is about now, right? Gone are the days of the shark suits and the asking my manager for some sort of reduction in your price. It is all about being a trusted advisor. Get Jamie's book if you are an executive in a company, a sales manager, in sales operations, or in marketing. It's a quick read. It's a healthy read. It's got lots and lots of tips and graphics. You are going to love it. Thank you so much for joining me today. I will be back in a few days with another review of a book that I think you should read before January closes out. Have a great day.